Just up, see if I haven't got. That's probably better. Sorry, guys.
Good start.
Good start here.
Good start here. Let him come. Let him come. Morning, everybody.
That's a lot better.
Very sunny Melbourne here. It's so beautiful this weekend, isn't it?
Yeah.
Had a good day yesterday too, didn't we, Minge?
Nice.
We've got this. Obviously we face east here, but like we've got Mount Dandenong's just behind us, and the sun just comes over, and it's so beautiful in the morning, as you can see on our faces. So we'll give it a little bit. Give it a bit. Hey, Jace, there's only a few people here. Ritesh is here.
Morning, Ritesh.
Absolutely. Ritesh. Yeah, you can definitely do today, Ritesh. So make sure you get a yoga mat out and you're ready to go. So I guess we'll talk you through the run sheet a little bit today. So like it was advertised, it's going to be a little bit slower and a little bit more, I guess, mobility, flexibility kind of based today. We're going to take you through some stretching. It's still going to be quite dynamic and quite interesting. A lot of the stuff you probably haven't done before. So yeah, like I said, we're going to do some stretches, some full body stretches, some static stretching as well. And then we're going to finish off with a guided Wim Hof breathing session as well. So Wim Hof's someone we kind of idolize and look up to in our industry, someone who emulates a lot of stuff that we love, and a bit of a pioneer in our field. So his breathing technique is something that we've done for a long time. So yeah, we want to take you guys through that today too. Hopefully, maybe you've done it before, maybe you haven't, but yeah, we'll get into that a little bit later on. So we're probably going to take you through about 10 to 15 minutes of stretching first. So yeah, hopefully you got a yoga mat there, you're ready to go. We're just going to start with some upper back mobility stuff. We're going to have Ninja and Jace on the sides, and I'm going to be in the middle here. So what you're going to do is just get on all fours here. Hopefully you can see me there. Is that camera all right, you reckon? Should be right. What we're going to do, guys, is you're going to have your left hand on the ground, and you're going to feed your right hand through like this as far as you can. So hopefully you can get an idea of what's happening there. Breathe in, and then you're going to come up and rotate and breathe out. And breathe in through the nose. And breathe out. Rotate as far as you can. And breathe in. And out. Trying to keep our hips nice and square. And just rotate our upper body. Four more.
Good little trick with this one is to make sure you rotate your head as well and look with your eyes when you're rotating too. Just helps you get that little bit of extra rotation. Even put the tongue to the top of your mouth when you're rotating away. You'll notice you get a little bit further.
Two more. Change sides now, so right hand's down, and we feed the left arm through, breathing in. You might notice one side's a lot tighter than the other. Breathing in the nose and out the mouth. Four more. One more. Good work, guys.
Cool.
The shoulders should be feeling it. Obviously, upper back should be feeling it too. Next one we've got you is in all fours again. And we're going to take you into that kind of cat-cow position, but the main focus of this is our breathing, okay? So when we arch the back, we're going to take a big deep breath through our nose.
I'm going to take your shirt off.
And then when we go breathe out the mouth, we want to crunch everything up, okay? So as we're going into this position here, we're going to breathe in our nose. And then breathe out the mouth and round everything out. And breathe in the nose. We're tucking our tailbone under and pulling our ribs down. Full inhale, and then a full exhale. Four more.
Oh.
Two more. Full exhale. All right, guys. So hopefully you're understanding that full inhale through the nose and full exhale throughout the mouth. What we're going to do now is stand up. So I'm just going to go back here so you can see me. So what we're working in with now is our pelvic tilts and our rib flare as well. So what we're going to do is a similar thing, but whilst we're standing, okay? So I'll go to the side. So when we breathe in, we're going to tilt our pelvis down and let our ribs tilt up, and we're going to rotate our hands out to the side like this. And then when we breathe out, we're going to start to posteriorly tilt our pelvis, pull our ribs down, round our spine out, and internally rotate our shoulders. Okay, so it's going to look like this. Big deep breath in the nose, and then out the mouth. In the nose. Tuck that tailbone, pull the ribs down. On the way out, full exhale, you should feel the abs. Nice and rhythmic. All the joints playing their role. Getting all these cogs to do their thing evenly. It's like putting your bike chain back on your bike. Five more. Three more. Full exhale. We'll just go one more. Full inhale and full exhale. So hopefully you guys coordinated that. Might be feeling somewhat kind of nice in the head, a bit dizzy maybe from that breathing. If you're not used to breathing that heavily, that's good, that's what we want. Okay, so what we're going to do now is work on a little bit more of a hip hike with a hip slide. So just that classic groin stretch, but I want you to keep your legs quite straight, okay? So the way you're getting into this groin stretch is by really hiking your hip on the side that you're sliding to, okay? So we're just going to take our body through these different ranges of motion, okay, and slide into each side. So we're sliding into our left, right side hip hikes down, left side hikes up, okay? And then going into our other side. Okay, so we're trying to get all our body weight over to the left or as much as we can, and then over to the right. So you should feel a nice stretch in the groins. And once again, we're just teaching our joints to go where they're meant to go, to slide them into ranges of motion that you might not normally do. Okay, so sliding the hip down and to the side. You should get a nice little stretch in the groin every time you hit that end range of motion there, okay? So a lot of people, they don't move their body laterally like this in the frontal plane at all, okay? So this simple exercise here, by getting the hip to slide there and then slide away, can be really good. So when you're breathing too, just make sure you're breathing in the nose and out the mouth. We'll go another 20. So really focus on getting that hip to come down and up, okay? Down and up, and slide into that movement. Good, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good, guys. Bit of a move around. Hips should feel a little bit better, knees should feel better too. All right, so the next one we're taking you into, we're working on our hip hikes again, so we're sliding joints into motion, but we're going to do it from a position where our feet are pretty close together. So what we're going to do is, when I get one knee to bend forward at a time. So I'll show you from the side. So my left knee bends forward like this, and then we're going to take my right knee forward, okay? So as you can see what happens when one knee bends forward, we get a hip hike on one side, okay? And vice versa. But what we're going to do is couple that up with a reaching of the hand of the knee that's bent, okay? So you can see as my knee bends here and I reach up, this whole lateral side of my body is getting put on stretch because the joints are allowing it, okay? And the other hand's going to be here, and then we're going to slide into the other one. So my right knee will bend forward, and then my right arm will stretch up, and then here. So we're going to operate in a nice little box here, guys. So see where my hands are, guys? We're just pumping up and down. Feet closer together, you two. Let your knees bend forward, and let the hip hike up and down. So you should see my pant line there. Things are opening up. And as we stretch with the hand, trying to push this side of our rib cage out too. Really reach as high as we can to the roof. So this side of the rib opens up. You might feel a stretching in your lats there. Okay, you might feel like one side's tighter. You might feel like one side of your hip's harder to get into than another. But this is good. Okay, breathing in the nose and out the mouth. Okay, so one leg straightens, one leg bends. So you feel the stretch through the QL, through the lower back. But once again, we're just getting joints to move into the positions that they're not used to moving into. Okay, it might look a bit silly for you guys watching, but it's a really good exercise. You should feel obliques on the stretching side, lower back on the stretching side, and we'll keep going. We'll do another 20, okay? 1, 2, 3. Open up that line, boys. You should be able to see that side of your rib cage push out laterally when we're reaching. Move with purpose too. Don't just fall into those positions. That's it. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good work, guys. Beautiful. So what we've done there, we've got our cogs working together. So the neck, the rib cage, and the hips, they're all meant to work in this cog system, okay? And that goes for tilts as well as slides too. So whereas we live pretty sedentary lives compared to what we're used to if we were to live in the wild, our hips and our joints are meant to move into all these positions and ranges of motion. So a simple little routine like that can be awesome at getting a bit of a reset. Okay, so what we're going to do now is just some classic hip flexor stretches. And chuck my shirt back on here, guys. Go on, don the shirt again. So what we're going to do is get into this classic hip flexor stretch position. So we're going to do our left side first, okay? So my right leg is 90 degrees, left leg is 90 degrees here. Hopefully you can see that. And what we're going to do is, first before we stretch, I want you guys to think about getting a posterior tilt of the pelvis. A lot of people will just stretch from this position and arch their back too much, but I want you guys to tuck your tailbone under and almost feel your upper hamstring and glute activate, and then we can go into the stretch, okay? And you might be able to feel it a little bit more. So just tuck that tailbone under and then just shift that hip forward a little bit and we should feel a better stretch. All right, so we're just going to hold that for 30 seconds and let's do our breathing, okay guys? So in the nose and out the mouth. Go 4 more breaths. Just go 1 more. Change sides there too. So now left foot is up, right leg is down. Remember, posterior tilt that pelvis first, okay? Try and get the glute and the hamstring to tuck that tailbone under and then thrust forward, okay? And once again, we'll work on our breath.
If you get that posterior tilt tucked right, you should nearly feel the stretch in the quad immediately. Even if you just start in that anterior position, really tuck your bum backwards and down. You should start to feel that quad stretch straight away, and then you only have to push forward that little bit and you start to get that bigger stretch.
Yeah. So breathing in the nose and out the mouth. And if you want to make it interesting too, you can actually bring this hand over and reach it up, and you might be able to feel a little bit
up into the abs.
Pull into the abs, yeah.
Just go at your own pace too, I think is a good message. Just explore all this stuff. It might be new. Explore the different positions. Try to get in the postures Aaron's talking about. I'm doing that. So, yeah. See what happens, how it feels before and after. Test it.
3 more breaths. Alrighty guys, stand up out of that one, good work. So we got 1 more little stretch for you guys before we start our breathing.
We did it. We already did both. He's lost his marbles, dude.
I am too, yeah. Good.
Okay guys, so what we're going to do now is, I want you to get on the floor, on your bum like this. Maybe get the camera over here just so they can see.
Hopefully you can see us, guys.
So what you're going to do is get left leg at 90 degrees like this and right leg at 90 degrees like this, okay? And what we're doing is we're taking legs from external rotator position and internal rotator position and then go to the opposite. So now my right leg will come over like this and end up in this position here, okay? and then we'll change over again into there. So we're just taking our hips through their full range of motion, okay? Hopefully you guys get that. A bit further back, I think.
It's down a little bit. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Much better.
All right, guys, so we're just going to take our hips through those ranges of motion there. It might be quite hard for you at start, but just use your hands for support.
Yeah.
And rotate over. Okay, you might feel like one hip is a lot tighter than the other, but this can be a great way to just get that hip joint completely rotating through its range of motion.
Grease the hinges a little bit.
Yeah, grease them up. There'll be sticking points though, but after we do quite a few of these, you'll notice that they'll just start to dissipate.
Yeah, it might get halfway over and start to feel like one leg just doesn't want to go.
Yeah, that's why you use your hands for support. You probably notice you'll start moving around the room, edging closer somewhere.
Hinges crawling away.
Yeah, getting out of this. But yeah, you should notice groins, glute. You might even notice like your obliques or your back is stretching.
Lateral hip.
Yeah.
TFL area.
Alright, so we'll go into this next one. And then I just want you to kind of lean over and just feel into that hip there. Do you feel your groin? Do you feel your glute? And just hold that for a little bit. Just explore that range. Maybe twist your back in different ways to try and feel different muscle fibers stretching. And then we'll go into the other one and do the same thing. So we'll come over to this one and lean over that one and see if it feels a little bit different, where that sticking point is.
A lot of glute. A lot of glute.
So it's a good little exploration too, because you get a better understanding of where your points are that you maybe want to go and do your release work into. So we'll go back into the other one and do the same thing again. We'll push over into it, rotate it back, and then back into this one. So for me, I feel like my right hip is a little bit stickier. What do you guys got? Left.
Yeah, mine's probably right.
All right, we'll just do a few more, guys. We'll do 10 more. 2, 3.
If you're confident, you can try and do it without your hands. It just makes it a bit harder. That
4.
also shows up where you might need it a bit more.
6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh. All right. Have a stand up, guys. Feel into your body. See how you feel. Hopefully you feel a little bit more greased up. Grease me up.
Simpsons. See if anyone's asked any questions there, eh?
See if anyone's watching. We haven't really been attentive on the camera, have we, Jace? A few people here. It's better than yesterday. Good work, guys. Any questions? Hopefully we've been bloody visible. A few people. What's happening here? We look like a boy band. Thanks, guys. If you're typing in this, surely you're not able to do the exercises, so get busy, guys. All right, so we're going to do our Wim Hof now, okay? So Ninja's going to set up the tape for us, so it's going to be a guided audio on our end, so we'll turn it up so you guys... he's the Iceman, so we encourage you guys to look up on YouTube some of his documentary stuff, because he's got a pretty amazing story from where he started. He had his own real personal struggles, and he basically found this method of I guess enjoying life, or just finding in how would you say it? It's just like
Ways of coping, I guess.
Ways of coping, but just like how to deal with life and better manage stress, and how to be more optimal, through cold exposure and through this breathing technique. So I guess it's a two-pronged approach. So we're going to show you the breathing technique today. But for us, from what we've studied, it's just amazing for your circulatory system. So things like stroke and heart disease, it can really be beneficial for that. We're better dealing with stress, better able to cope with stress, with anxiety and depression and stuff. That's probably what we've seen the best results in.
It's another form of meditation, pretty much. So if you're not someone that likes the standard meditation, this is a really good alternative, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And even immunity, it will on the on the tape, Wim will speak a bit about it, so we're probably not doing it justice. So just listen to what he has to say as you're doing the technique. And
what's the actual video called?
yeah, we might put a link up here with the video so you guys can do it at a later date. Okay, so the actual technique though, what you're trying to do is you're just following his prompts and you're just trying to get more air in than you're expelling. Okay, so it's a big inhale in and it's about a 70 to 80% exhale. Okay, so how we do it is there's 3 rounds, goes for about 15 minutes. There's 30 breaths in a round and there's a retention period. After the last exhale on that 30 breaths, we basically stay for 2 minutes without inhaling any air, okay? And we do that 3 times. Now the first time, you might struggle to get to the full 2 minutes, so just take a little breath if you struggle to get to that point where he says breathe in again. But the second and third round, you should notice that you will easily be able to get to the 2 minute period, okay? And things might come up, some sensations, you might get dizzy, you might get tingling, it's okay, okay? So just go at your own pace as Ninja said, but all that stuff is really normal too. So we encourage you guys to get comfy, lie down, just get really, really comfy, warm, whatever you need to. Make sure you've got a pillow if you need to. Yeah, outside is probably good if you can, in the sun, but and just follow Wim. And after the session, Ninja's going to take us through a little bit of a body scan meditation. But yeah, just sit back, get comfy, and follow the prompts, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe give her a quick sound check, Ninja, and we'll get into it.
Yeah, it should be right.
Oh,
It's wet. Just make sure you guys are on.
I think we're in it.
You're on camera. Yeah.
I can see Rebecca here.
You want a close up? Come down.
There we go. That's better. All right, guys. So get comfy. Get a pillow if you need. I'm gonna get a pillow.
Oh.
Oh. Alrighty, guys. Just follow along, enjoy it. Something new, something different. And yeah, you're with the boys from MMT on a Sunday morning.
Have a breathe, bit of
Oh,
breathing.
yeah.
Bit of breathing. Alright, how good's this? Get a tan on.
Ninja says I always need to work on my tan.
Yeah,
It's too pasty.
Yes.
All right, ready? So do your best.
Cool.
Fully in.
There we go.
Letting go. Right on. Fully in. Letting go. Not
Keep your
fully
nose
out,
out your
just
mouth.
letting go. But fully in. Letting go. And once again. Come on. Don't hesitate. Give it. Deeply in. Letting go. Deeply in. Letting go. Going great, man. Deeply in. Letting go. Deeply in. Letting go. Deeply in. Letting go. Deeply in. Letting go. It's about changing the chemistry right now in your body. Deeply in. Letting go. Deeply in. Letting go. Nice one. Feels good, huh? Hey. Give it fully. Take him in. Letting go. Take him in. Letting go. Take him in. Letting go. No hesitation. It's about changing the chemistry right now in your body. Ten times more. Deeply in. Letting go. 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 Okay, 5 times more. Deeply in. letting go. Deeply in, letting go. Deeply in, letting go. 2 times more. Letting go and stop. Just stop. Witness. Without air in the lungs, you are able to stay much more than normally. Why? Because we changed your chemistry. Carbon dioxide went out, O2 went up, filled up all the cells, and the pH levels go up. Then we are able to tap into the central nervous system, and at the end we got the brainstem. And that's the place of the pineal gland, hypothalamus, pituitary gland. And the pineal gland makes the secretion of adrenaline in dangerous situations. Normally we do not get into it because of our shallow breathing. But this is the way to get into the most primitive part, the reptilian brain, without many difficulties, and fend off bacteria, getting better into the endocrine systems. In minutes, and you're still on. That shows that the capacity to fill yourself up with oxygen is a lot more than we normally use. And as we do not use it, we are not making a use of the full capacity of our physiology. Now we found out we got a different layers, and we never use it. And this is the way to learn to use it, to tap in and bound into the primitive brain, into the endocrine systems, immune systems, the way nature has meant it to be. Everybody is able to do it. Whenever you feel the urge to breathe, you don't need to force. It's only learning how to oxygenize the body and all the cells. You're going great, man. Nice one. Feels good, huh? When you feel the urge to breathe, you breathe in fully and keep it for 10-15 seconds. Then that's one round. Fully in and keep it. Letting go. Fully in. Letting go. Right on. Fully in. Letting go. Not fully out, just letting go. But fully in. Letting go. And once again. Come on. Don't hesitate. Give it. Deeply in. Letting go. Deeply in. Letting go. Going great, man. Deeply in. Letting go. Deeply in. Letting go. Deeply in. Letting go. Deeply in. Letting go. It's about changing the chemistry right now in your body. Deeply in. Letting go. Deeply in. Letting go. Nice one. Feels good, huh? Hey. Give it fully. Take him in. Letting go. Take him in. Letting go. Take him in. Letting go. No hesitation. It's about changing the chemistry right now in your body. Ten times more. Deeply in. Letting go. 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 Okay, 5 times more. Deeply in. Letting go. Deeply in. Letting go. Deeply in. Letting go. 2 times more. Let it go and stop. Just stop. Witness. Without air in the lungs. Whenever you feel the urge to breathe, you don't need to force. It's only learning how to oxygenize the body and all the cells. When you feel the urge to breathe, you breathe in fully and keep it for 10-15 seconds. Then that's one round. Fully in and keep it. Letting go. Fully in. Letting go. Not fully out, just letting go. But fully in. Letting go. And once again. Come on. Don't hesitate. Give it. Deeply in. Letting go. Deeply in. Letting go. Going great, man. Deeply in. Letting go. Deeply in. Letting go. Deeply in. Letting go. Deeply in. Letting go. It's about changing the chemistry right now in your body. Deeply in. Letting go. Deeply in. Letting go. Nice one. Feels good, huh? Hey. Give it fully. Take him in. Letting go. Take him in. Letting go. Take him in. Letting go. No hesitation. It's about changing the chemistry right now in your body. Ten times more. Deeply in. Letting go. 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 Okay, 5 times more. Deeply in. Letting go. Deeply in. Letting go. Deeply in. Letting go. 2 times more. Letting go and stop. Just stop. Witness. Without air in the lungs. Whenever you feel the urge to breathe, you don't need to force. It's only learning how to oxygenize the body and all the cells. When you feel the urge to breathe, you breathe in fully and keep it for 10-15 seconds. Letting go.
Keep your eyes closed, guys. Stay in this same state. Tune into all your senses. What are you feeling through your body? Let's go through each part of our body. How are you feeling in your ankles, your feet? Is there any restriction there? Any sensation? If there is, let it go. Let's go into our calves and our shins. Just notice how they're feeling. Is there anything there? Breathe it out. Let it go. Your knees, how they're feeling. Is there tingles? Is there restriction? Is there pain? Move it a little. Breathe it out. Let it go. Hamstrings, quads. Just notice. Be aware. How they're feeling. Now let that go. Now your hips, your glutes were contacting the ground. Is there one side more than the other? Have you got stuff that's a pain in the ass? Have you processed it? How's it feeling? Can you let it go? Is there stuff through your hips? Just let it go. Your stomach. What aren't you processing? What aren't you digesting? What are you holding on to? Process it. Digest it. Let it go. Your chest. Your heart. How's it feeling? Is it expanding or are you protecting it? Can you open it up? Can you be vulnerable? Can you face infinity without flinching? Go there. Try the breathing. Try some exercises. Try some earthing. Tune into your body. Do it. How's it feeling through your arms, through your shoulder blades, into your hands? Is it tingling? Or is there sensation? Let that energy go out of your hands. Breathe it out. Now your head. How does your head feel? On a physical level. What's going on inside your head? Is it blocked? Is it conflicted? Is it divided? Is it righteous? Are you balanced? Try and balance it up. Okay, let's tune into our other senses. Slowly open your eyes. What are you seeing? Where's the color? Where's the shadow? Where's the reflections? What can you smell? Now really deeply tune into what you're hearing. Can you hear birds? Can you hear traffic? Can you hear leaves? Okay, slowly come back into your body, into the moment. When you're ready, you can sit up. Start to contemplate what you've just been through. Reflect on it.
Still people here watching us. That's good.
Well, there's no anywhere with that, guys.
I was thinking that we were going to get up and up there. Oh my God.
Bleary-eyed.
Thanks
So,
for whoever donated.
Hopefully you guys joined in there, and if it was your first time, comment with how you went. We've been doing this a long time now, so we haven't actually done it for a fair while. We've probably been not really congruent with what we love with this technique. So let us know if you felt sensations, what came up for you mentally, if you kind of transported to a different bloody universe, which can happen sometimes. So
did you get the tingles in your extremities?
Yeah, so right now you should be feeling just a sense of relaxation. You might feel quite calm. So just stay in that moment. Don't just get up and start your day. There's no reason to get into a rush and all of a sudden invigorate yourself and talk all up and about. Just relax and enjoy the moment, because we don't really get time to detach and just be fully present in a moment. So if you're watching this at a later date, feel free to go back and use this video, whenever you want, and do this technique. But we will link the actual video that we use, the guided meditation with Wim. There's something about doing it with him, with his voice over the top, that makes it a little bit better. So thanks for joining us on this beautiful sunny day in Melbourne, guys. It's going to be a cracker out here. So get out in nature, wherever you are in the world.
Get the shoes off, get your bare feet, touch the earth
out.
And we'll see you tomorrow for another workout, guys. So I might just go through some of the comments here in case someone asks us a couple of questions.
So just take 10 minutes right now and reflect and be present. Tune into your senses. Be in the now. Everything's cool. Everything's good in the now.
Just don't. A lot of people just start their day and will go back to their busy lifestyle and just enjoy this. If you're not good at the meditation stuff, do the Wim as a portal to get into it. And it's challenging, the Wim Hof breathing, because it really forces you to breathe deep and, like Ninja said, expose yourself. So just keep going at it, because on the other side, it's an amazing experience. So I think we can all use a little bit of this breathing technique now with what's going on in the world. We encourage you to try. But thanks for joining us, guys. Still a lot of people here, which is awesome to see.
I reckon, if you've got people around you, you can debrief and talk about how you felt during the breathing. Or if you're by yourself, you can write some stuff down or do some audio and just sort of, tune into where your blocks were, where your challenge points were, and what did you realize, because it can be powerful. We just encourage you to go for it and go there, face it. You're going to be better off on the other side, or have more understanding or awareness where you are blocked or whatever. So,
With there's a lot of angst going on in the world right now. There's a lot of really heavy, kind of dense energy. So this is a great practice to kind of get rid of that, expel that energy, and get you working on a better wavelength. There's lots of hatred and division, but this just, it gets you, it elevates you. Okay, it elevates you above that stuff. So we encourage you guys to, put it into a daily, weekly, whatever practice, or even when you are struggling, if you're getting into a bit of conflict with someone, debating, and you're feeling that energy here, you're feeling that angst, this is a great practice to just get rid of it. So, we think Wim's a person that everyone should be looking at right now, So yeah, we encourage you guys to look at some documentaries. We might even pin some documentaries about Wim onto this as well, because there's the cold exposure stuff too. I reckon I'm putting the boys in it a bit here, but I reckon what we'll do is we'll do a live.
No.
We'll do a
No
live ice bath.
Maybe next Sunday.
We got
quarry.
yeah, we
The
got
quarry.
maybe the quarry, or we might actually get the ice baths out here and show you guys. The cold exposure element too. When you guys maybe at home can take your phone in the shower and you guys can have a cold shower.
Have a
watching
cold
us.
bath.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, thanks guys. We'll sign off now. That was a bit of a long one today, but thanks for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow for another exercise class, 8 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Thanks guys.
guys.
See you later.